All right, so today's topic is making the right decision, but the hard decision. There's times we fight to make the right decision, but it's the hardest decision to make because it will change all the circumstances in our lives, and sometimes we're not living to our fullest potential because of people, places, or things. And um, sometimes we let other people get in the way of our focus and we do ourselves a disservice. Yes, anything new, anything that's worth fighting for, worth gaining, is going to be hard at first, but it takes pressure to make a gem. So sometimes we think it's a bad thing. Sometimes we think it's this big old thing that's gonna really not benefit our lives, but not realizing that it's a blessing in disguise. Sometimes we gotta just give it to God and trust in God that all things will be done for His will, and His will is greater than ours. What He has in store for us is greater than what we have in store for us. And yeah, it's scary doing new things. It's scary going out there and going outside your comfort zone. It's scary out there making the decision that will change your life for the better. But what's the alternative? Making the decision that will change your life for the worst? I have a daughter and I want her to reach her full potential. I want her to be the best that she can be. I want her to be independent in herself. But I have to lead by example. And there's some times where making the right decision is the hardest decision. But I realize sometimes I think it's bad going in, but after I made that hard decision, I don't think it's the the problem in my head was bigger than the problem in real life. I made it this big problem that I couldn't overcome, not realizing the hardest step was making the effort to change. And also, we can say we change, but our actions have to speak for our change, not us saying that we're going to change and still exhibiting old behaviors, because people will judge us on that. But it's not about what people think, it's about what God thinks. And God sees your heart. He sees that um, God knows more than you know for yourself. And God sees that sometimes you're living in outside of His will, and He doesn't want that for you, because He sees the future, and maybe that might lead you astray. Maybe that might put you in a place where just more pain and suffering that you didn't have to go through because you were stubborn and giving into your own devices and not putting your faith and trust in God, realizing that He has a better plan in store for you. Or maybe we want to hold on to this old person, or maybe we want to control somebody else and not realize that we have to work on ourselves first, and we have to love ourselves first before we can love anyone else, you know. And I want to be a man that I let my actions speak for me, and I want to motivate others. But how can I be that man if I'm still stuck in my old ways? How can I how can God's light shine through me if I'm still stuck in my old patterns? It leaves no room for change. It leaves no room for development. It leaves no room for things that need to be put away, childish things. And it's time to grow up. And I know that sounds harsh, but sometimes we need that kick in the right direction, which I also advise that you have a support system and you have people that you trust and people that will set you in the right direction, that motivate you, that get you outside your comfort zone and help you become that better person. Even though it's hard, it's probably the best decision for you. And deep down inside, you know what's right, but we try to fight it because we try to make excuses, and we're stuck in familiarity, and we want to be in our comfort zone, not realizing that that's not the best for us. That doesn't benefit us. How are you supposed to get stronger if you're doing the same thing, just sitting around, not doing nothing? You have to be molded. You have to be molded by God. You have to be molded by life. You have to be adaptable. you have to let go of old things that serve no purpose. So I hope this message inspired whoever, and you have a good day and God bless you.